Ready?
Maybe.
Okay.
AJ and I just got back from our second trip to Belize, and the experience is life-changing. Legit.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
So within the Going Forward expedition, Prepare to Roar, where we actually specifically do in the jungles of Belize, this expedition was built specifically for this location because it provides the right environment and activities to help people move through fear, risk, and worry and find their courage.
A lot of my life has been built around dodging fears versus facing them and dealing with them. And this is the first step of dealing with them.
It's amazing how much the content ties to the setting. And that without the connection of those two, it just doesn't happen.
It's amazing what pulling you out of your own element will do, being asked to look inside yourself. I know that sounds crazy that you can actually change your life in 4 days, but it's real.
So our friend Doreen leads adventure-based experiences sort of all over the world. They're all focused on different things, but the Belize trip specifically is overcoming your fears and figuring out what is the it in your life that you're going after that you want to overcome.
We went 4 years ago, 2019, totally different place in our lives in terms of health and wellness and just fortitude and mental mindset and whatever. And so can you describe what you felt like before you went in 2019, briefly, because this time you have a different mindset.
Absolutely.
Right, so describe the first time.
I thought my only fears were I was afraid of heights and I was very claustrophobic. So much so afraid of heights that I didn't even really like to ride an elevator or an escalator in the mall. I mean, it was just really ridiculous. And so this funny story that Dee loves to tell is that the first time I met her in the airport, I immediately started crying because I was like, I'm so excited to meet you, but I know you're gonna make me do something scary and I don't wanna do it, but I was equally excited at the same time.
So the thing is that Doreen designs these so that you don't really know what you're doing when you go into it, which is why we're not gonna describe exactly what we did on either of these trips, because you wanna trust the process, and the process is going in, like you, not knowing what you're going to face.
I did not realize how much fear was controlling really every aspect of my life. I learned that I can do hard things, that I'm really capable of overcoming a lot more than my mind thinks that I am.
And you have proven that, like we've now run half marathons, and that obviously is proven successful, so why go again, right? You've already experienced it. It's a 4-day trip in the jungle, you've already done it, but you specifically requested, you're like, AJ, I want to go again.
Right.
Why?
When we first went in 2019, I was the one that needed the encouraging, I needed, the idea that someone believed that I could do it. And the biggest change for me this time was that I had shifted to become that person for somebody else. And so one of the neatest parts about the trip was being able to see the life change that the other people in the group experienced, and just being there to witness that and champion them on.
I'd love to show a picture of you in 2019 and a picture of you in 2023, if you will let me.
Sure.
That shows where you were before something you refused to do. And this year, your posture towards that exact same experience. So if you're okay with that, I want to show that.
Yeah.
Because to me, I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
In a lot of ways, but like taking pictures and shooting video and everything and experiencing both of those moments through the lens for me was really cool. Okay, so here's one of my last questions for you is, what do you believe now about yourself that you didn't believe before? And that could be that you didn't believe 4 or 5 years ago, or you didn't believe a week ago, right? What do you believe about yourself that you didn't know before?
I would say just that I'm capable of doing more than I usually think that I can or give myself credit for, that it's okay to be proud of myself and my accomplishments. I think one of the biggest takeaways that Doreen's helped me to learn is that when I'm up against something that I don't want to do, whether it's something super simple or, I don't know, running a marathon, is to really ask myself why. Like, why am I afraid of this? What exactly is it that I'm afraid of? And is this an actual risk or a perceived risk? I mean, Dee's famous for like, but why? And just really making you really evaluate the answer.
Something I believe about you now, having been through this second trip, is There is nothing that you can't do. That's what I've decided.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean you're not gonna be scared.
Right.
And you're not gonna,
Right.
not want to do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But having watched you overcome so much, and the positive there is that, that's encouraging for you. The negative for you is I will probably never let you off the hook
Right.
for the rest of your
Yes.
life
Yes. Yes.
because I know you can.
Yes.
We've said before, we believe we're better parents, we're better spouses, we're better leaders, we're better servants. I mean, we're better everything because of the opportunity to invest in ourselves.
Yes.
And so it's hard to pull the trigger on that sometimes because you're leaving family behind, you're leaving money, all those things. But
Right.
for us, we found that the adventure-based learning stuff really allows you to rapidly change something in your life. It's different than book learning and different than teaching learning.
Right.
Like you can really apply something fast
Yes.
in your life through an adventure like this.
I know it sounds extreme, but the trip in 2019 has literally changed every aspect of my life, and that is very true. So you go into it thinking, I'm afraid of a few things, or I know what I want to overcome, and then she does this magic where she untaps all of this stuff that you didn't even know was going on, and yeah, it's amazing. Life change.
Yep. Thanks for going with me.
Thanks for taking me.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You can pay next time.
Okay.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do I look like a news reporter with my arm like this? How should I just start?
Yeah, you got it. Here we go. Ready?
No. I gotta practice one more time. Do not use that in bloopers. I know you will. Do not do it. Yeah, so our good friend D. Shoot! It feels so weird to call her Doreen. Okay, do you need to do your intro again, or
Yep.
can I just say it? It's
What's really great about this is everyone that said, "Oh, Erica's so much better than you."
It's because when you're asking me questions about me, I can answer how I feel. Another one of mine would be oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. And I'm doing a terrible job of this.
And if you don't get on this time, then I'm doing it.
Fine.